Hey, you guys, this is actually take two because I couldn't stop tripping over my words in the beginning, so I'm trying again. So here we go. Today, I'm going to do a healing session. I'm going to do a by proxy healing session, and I've done these before. I normally do these on my YouTube channel, but today it's going to be a little different. I'm doing this particular session for one of our group members. She's a very good friend of mine, and she's dealing with a lot right now. And I'm just asking you all to send her some healing energy, some positive vibes, some love, some light. And out of respect, I'm not going to call her name, and I'm not going to call the name of the person that we are doing the energy healing session for, but the goddess knows all about it. And if you simply just open up your mind, open up your heart, and ask the goddess to send your energy, your love to the people that it's needed to go to, she will. And again, let me just add, I don't know what's going on with me today, but I've been tripping over my words. So if I say something and I don't say it exactly the way it should be said, just bear with me. I don't know what I've got going on today, but let's go ahead and get to the energy healing session. I will tell you this much. The person that the healing is intended for is a child. So what I thought I would do is, of course, we're going to do this by proxy because, this child can't be here physically. So we're gonna use this stuffed animal here. And the reason I chose him is because he's pretty much, I think, just the right size for a child of the age that we need him to be, the size. In fact, he may be a little bigger, but I'm just going to simply sit him right here to the side, and he's going to be our stand-in. And like I said, this is going to be a by proxy session, and I ask you all to please join in with me in sending this child healing energy. I will tell you this much. The child has been put into the hospital, and they do not know what is causing the child to experience this discomfort and this sickness. And I do know that the child can't keep his formula down. They don't know why. I'm assuming they're running tests at the moment, but that has to be something that's causing this poor baby, extreme discomfort, even pain. So I think it's very important to do this, and I think we should go ahead and just get into it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to light a piece of Palo Santos and just cleanse our space, just clear any negativity away. And I'm sure all of you know that it's important to do this anytime you do any type of spell work or anything related to your craft. So I'm just gonna wave the smoke around in the area of the child, and I will refer to the stuffed animal here as the child because, like I said, this is a by proxy healing session. So this is the child. It may not be the child in physical form, but this is the child in spiritual form. And like I said before, with any type of work that you do, intention is key. Manifesting intention is key. And I'm going to let this sit over here and burn out. And I've also got over here to the side, I've got a rose incense burning, and I'm going to use it also as just an added layer of protection, of cleansing. And I'm going to let it continue to burn also, because as you all know, rose, has properties of love, not just love of others, but self-love. And we want to send this baby all the love that we can muster up to send him. And, in healing, you have to have love. You have to love the person that you're sending your energy to. You have to feel, a emotion, a feeling. You have to feel love when you're doing any type of energy work, because you want everything that you're doing, you want it to come from a place of love. You want it to come from your heart. And, anything that we do of a positive nature, it has to come from love. And I'm just going to leave this over here and let it continue to burn. And now I'm going to light this candle, and I'm going to set an intention, and I'm going to just set a very simple and to the point intention. And if you have something you want to add, if you have an intention you want to set, I beg you, please do. And the intention that I want to set is to simply send this baby that is in need of healing and love, send this baby all the healing energy that can be sent. Make this child well. Let them find the reason for his sickness, and in doing so, they can resolve it, and he won't feel any discomfort, any sickness, and he can get back to being the happy little baby that he normally is, that he deserves to be. And I say, so it shall be. And I simply ask you to set your intention, speak a few words, or, thank them. And just, it can be simple words to the point. As long as it comes from your heart, that's all that matters. And I'm going to set our candle over here to the side. And now, this is my bell, and I always use it when I'm doing energy sessions that are, our energy sessions are important. Our energy sessions are worthy of, putting your all into the work. But sometimes some sessions are, I'm trying to trip over them words. Our sessions, are worthy of, putting your all into it. But sometimes we have people and we have sessions that just need that little extra, and I think this is one, the baby needs just this little extra. So and some people prefer to use tuning forks, but I've always used the bell, to each their own. Next, I've got some seashells, and these are seashells that I picked up off the beach, and I went to the beach last year, I picked up a bucket full of seashells, let me tell you, but these were a few of them. And the reason I decided to use the seashells is, you know, of course, seashells have property of love. They have property of, you know, good luck, good fortune, but they are from nature. And anything that comes directly from nature is very cleansing, is very healing, because, you know, the earth is very cleansing, the earth is very healing. And also, they contain properties from the element of water and from the element of earth. So, you know, they have that little extra, you know, that little extra kick that we need. And also, I'm not sure if many of you are aware of it, but seashells serve as a shield when you're working in energy healing, because just like the shell, you know, protects this animal that was living in here, it also protects the person from negativity. It works as a shield. You know, negative energy cannot penetrate the shell. So therefore, you know, it's symbolizing a shield of protection. Seashells are like, in my opinion, like working with clear quartz. When you're working with crystals and stones, you know, clear quartz is that stone that amplifies everything. It enhances other stones' energy. Well, when you're doing energy work, energy healing, seashells, they enhance your energy. They enhance the energy you're working with. So they amplify healing energy. And also they help the healer to provide a pure type of energy. I guess you could say, you know, I'm digging down deep within my very core to get energy. And what I'm doing is I'm using my own energy to help this child heal. And, you know, not only when I'm sending my energy to this child, you know, that includes anything within me that may be attached to my energy. If something upset me, if I got angry, if I had an episode last night and I just was, you know, I couldn't quit crying. And, you know, when I give my energy to this child, when I use my energy, I don't want this junk that I allow to attach to my energy. I don't want this junk, you know, going to the person I am doing the energy healing for. So seashells, they're like a filter. They will filter your energy. So when your energy is being used, when your energy is being sent, when it's being received, you know, it's just your pure energy. It's not the junk, the trash, all this, you know, none of that comes along with it. This seashell is filtering it, so it's pure energy. It's none of the trash that, you know, got involved, that attached to me from the day before, or, you know, the negativity that I experienced, you know, last night. None of that's coming through. You know, these seashells are gonna filter all of that garbage out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place these shells around our baby, and then they will provide a barrier. Okay, next, I've got this piece of Labradorite that I'm going to use, and I'm simply going to use it because it relieves stress and anxiety. And of course, you know, a sick baby, I know they're very stressful and anxious. It balances, it protects, it connects the healer and the receiver of the energy. It connects them spiritually during the session. And when you are connected to someone, your energy is going to flow just a little more easily. And I think that's important because, he needs this healing. He needs to receive this, and he needs nothing more than to receive this. And, this will make sure that the energy is sent and received without a hitch. And I also got a piece of Moonstone, and both of these stones are raw stones, and I just felt like, pure raw stones equals pure raw energy, and I just feel like, he needs some pure raw energy. And Moonstone I chose because of the strength it provides. It soothes the emotions, it provides energy, feelings of love, and I think this baby needs to feel love. And also it has a female vibe about it, and in my opinion, a sick baby, they always want their mom, and or maybe their grandmama. So for this stone to provide a female vibe is probably going to be soothing to the baby, because like I said, a sick child, they always want their mom. And I'm going to use these, and I'm sorry, I was thinking more or less, trying to put some intentions out there. But I'm going to use these stones, and I'm going to harness energy from them along with my own energy from my heart. And I really wanted to include some peppermint essential oil, and I'm all out. So what I thought I would do is I grabbed a few pieces of peppermint candy, and I know it's not the same, but this is just more or less a symbolic representation of the peppermint oil. And what kid doesn't like candy? What kid doesn't feel a bit of comfort from candy? So I'm just going to simply lay these peppermint candies right here in our baby's lap. And this is just some oil that I have mixed together that I use when I'm doing energy healing. And it's a mixture of many other essential oils, but I always use it. It has properties that resonate with energy healing. So I'm going to anoint my hands with this oil, my stones, and I'm simply going to more or less, just as we rub our hands together to get our energy going, I'm just going to rub these raw stones together to just, get their energy going. And, I just wanted to add that, I feel like it's important to do energy healing when someone, is in need of it, whether it's physical sickness, mental sickness, emotional sickness is very important. If you're having a good day, you're feeling good, your energy is, you're vibing way up there, why not share some of your energy with someone else that's in need? And to be honest with you, my day wasn't so great yesterday, but I went to bed last night, I spoke with the goddess, I meditated this morning, then I talked with my friend about this, and then as soon as I got through talking to her, I went to one of my happy places, the tanning bed. And it may sound vain, but I enjoy going. And yes, I do go to get the tan, but for the most part, I go to get the feeling, the good feeling, because once I get out of the tanning bed, I physically feel good. My skin feels good. My muscles, I'm not aching. I feel good. I feel like I'm on a natural high. I'm in a good mood. I'm vibing. I usually listen to some good music when I'm in there. And once I finish up, my visit, I come away from there in a very great mood. I'm just happy and I'm floating, I guess you could say. And I figured, if I'm on such a high, my energy's just it's vibrating at such a high level, why wouldn't I do a healing session for this baby? Why wouldn't I share some of my, my love, my light, my energy with this child? And I ask you guys to do the same. If you have just the least little bit of energy that you can spare, that you're willing to share, please send it to this child. And he's a young child. He's a baby. He can't tell us how he feels. He can't tell us, that he's scared and that he's sick and that he's in pain. So it's up to us to share our energy with him, to send him our love, send him comfort. If it's nothing but a well wish, if that's all you can, spare at the moment, just send him a well wish, wish him well. And I'm just sending some Reiki energy. And if you are familiar with Reiki, even if you know nothing about it, you do know how love feels. You do know what it feels like to want to help someone. Simply look in the direction here of our baby and just send him a good thought. Send him some love from your heart. Just ask the goddess to please reach down and touch this baby, heal this baby, take his pain, take his discomfort. Let the doctors figure out what is wrong with him in order to fix what is wrong with him. And I know you guys have probably heard the old saying that, if it wasn't for my mom's prayers or my grandma's prayers, I would have never made it. Well, no matter the religion that you follow, no matter what deity, God, or goddess that you worship, that's the truth. If it wasn't for other people sending you love, other people sending you energy, other people manifesting intentions on your behalf, there would have been a lot of days that you didn't make it. There would have been a lot of things that you didn't receive, or, so please, when you can, I know it's not always possible. We're human. Sometimes we can't do for ourselves, but if you're at a point and you have love and light that you can share, please share it. And today I'm asking you to please send it this baby's way. And by the goddess, it's gonna be. So it shall be. And until next time, remember, if you believe, you will receive. Much love.